amazing privilege and honor to bring before you and your crew none other from all the way Atlanta, Georgia. She's a Philly fan, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna mess with her. I ain't gonna mess with her tonight. But you know what? I need y'all to get your pen, your paper out, open your minds and your heart to hear the word coming from none other than the fantabulistic Nina Mora. Put some fire in the chat, y'all. Get the fire in the chat, y'all. Let's go.
Well, what an amazing intro, you guys. And I didn't even pay him to do that. I am so excited to be here with you all. As you heard, I am Nina Moore, and I am your hostess for this evening. Shout out to all of the amazing brand ambassadors and leaders on this call tonight. We've got the one and only Jonathan Bryant that is with us this evening, and I see so many others. Our brand new VP, Janet Reese, and so many other leaders on here. Listen, you are the real VIP. If you are a guest, let us know in the comments that you are a guest, and then make sure we know who you are a guest of. But listen, before we get started, here's what I need you to do. I need you to do something for me. Now, if you want to win some prizes tonight, you got to have your camera on, because we will overlook you if you don't have your camera on. However, if you're in the bathroom, keep that camera off. All right. If you're laying in the bed and you have your night clothes on and your bonnet, keep that camera off. I would 100% suggest to you that you get up, because when you get up, you're in active learning and listening. And I don't know about y'all, but I am ready to level up. How many of you on this line right now are ready to level up? Level up in your health, level up in your wealth, level up in your finances, level up in your mind, level up in your, come on, let me see. If you are ready to level up, you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. You're going to hear the right information. And what you need to do now before we get started is send out the link that you had. Just text it out to 10 people in your phone and say, I need you to jump on this Zoom with me right now. If every single one of us just got one person to jump on, just one person. So go ahead. We're gonna take about 60 seconds, and we're gonna let you take that link and send it out. Go, 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 go.
All this on me so yummy.
Go.
All this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy.
We're at 244 in the chat, y'all. We're at 244. Let's get the number up. Let's level up.
Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's new news. I done did that before. I turn up into something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it. More action. You just gon' see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading.
All right.
They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling.
Put some fire in the chat, y'all. Put some fire in the chat. Come on.
You can talk all you want. See me as the prayer. Nothing I'm afraid of. And I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, y'all. So listen, the reason why we tell you to send that link out is because we are not gatekeepers. And because we are not gatekeepers, we want everyone to know that this is the place to be on Monday night. So again, my name is Nina Moore, and I am here to serve you this evening. I'm going to give you a little bit of information about me, but very little, because the most important thing is that we get you to understand why you are here. And so a few months ago, I got a phone call from a young lady named the Stanisha Graham. She's a multiple 7-figure income earner. She's a big internet marketer, and she told me to take a look at Superpatch. Well, I didn't want to take a look at it. I was over and done with these kinds of things. I didn't want to do another one of these things. I didn't want to, participate in this industry anymore. But what I did realize, Veronica, is that I love people. I love helping people. I love having fun, right? And I love making money. And Dr. Antonio Arnold, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because I understand the principles of a good book that I read that says that we should prosper and be in good health as our soul prospers. And so because I love helping people, I had to open up my eyes to take more of a look. And I've had massive success in this industry, earning multiple 7 figures in this industry. But I said, I don't think I want to do this again. But I promise you, you're going to understand before we get to the end of this call tonight. You're going to 100% understand why I said yes, because you won't be able to unsee what you see here this evening. You won't be able to unhear what you hear this evening. And I mean, we've got some banger testimonies coming your way. You, most of all, if you have a heart, if you understand humanity, if you are a human being with blood running warm through your veins, you won't be able to know what you know and not share it with someone else. We've stumbled upon something that I believe is getting ready to be the biggest thing, y'all, since coffee and tea, the biggest thing since Facebook, the biggest thing that we're going to help people live in a drug-free world. And I'm going to share some information with you about that, y'all. I am a wife and a mother of 4 children. I've got 1 husband, y'all, because I can't imagine having any more than that, right? 4 children, ages 37, 32, a 26-year-old, and an 11-year-old. I'm a former hairstylist, 27 years. I slaved behind that chair, but in January of 2015, I was able to fire/retire myself, right? And go full time. I can work from anywhere in the world. And then in October the 30th to be exact, of 2021, I was able to retire my husband from his good paying corporate job, all because we understand one thing, that facts tell, but stories sell. And we became good storytellers. We became people who love to share information. We became people who were not gatekeepers. And because of that, we were able to generate multiple 7 figures on a regular basis, leading to multiple 8 figures, so that we could do what? Own our life and own our time. And y'all, just give me a second. I'm trying to get to the information. This just goes to show you that you don't have to be a rocket scientist, right? But we're going to get it together, right? We're going to get it together. We've got a very, very great presentation scheduled for you. I hope that you can see that now. We're here to talk to you about a very blue ocean opportunity. And what does that mean? Well, that simply means that this is something that no one else is doing. Have you ever wondered or waited for an opportunity where you could be in front of something? Anybody on here want to be in front of something? Like, y'all know, come on. We always get the information last, but we want you to understand that, although I've had massive success, I've climbed ranks, earned awards, built income streams that people dream about. I've been where you want to go, but I'm here to tell you that something was missing. What was missing is what we've got now, a ground floor opportunity, because all of the other opportunities that I've taken part in have always been very crowded, very noisy. And now we have an opportunity to be a part of history in the making. Is anyone excited about being a part of history in the making? The question that changed everything is this: what could have happened if I was first? So I want you to know, some of you, the people that invited you tonight, they're launching their businesses. You're the first to the party. You're going to be in their first movers advantage. You're going to have their prime real estate positions. What if you had the right product? Well, tonight, Dr. Bramwell's going to talk to you about it being the right product at the right time. And what if you had the right culture with the right comp plan? But I promise you, this is the deal that finally the money will be chasing you. See, businesses aren't just all about product. It's about timing. I want y'all to write timing in the comments right now. Timing, 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 timing. Write it in the comments. Write it in the comments. You see, because what happened was, think about it. Could you imagine if Mark Zuckerberg had invited you to the meeting before he launched Facebook? See, Uber didn't create taxis. What they did was they came at the right time with a new model that did what? Revolutionized transportation. They don't even own the cars. They lease cars from Tesla and other businesses so that you can rent the cars from them. I know people that were paying $700, $800, and $900 a week to drive a Tesla because they didn't have a vehicle and they were renting it from Uber. Let me make sure, Rhonda, can you please not draw on the screen? We don't want to take anybody attention away from this call tonight. Okay, we want to make sure don't disable, don't write on the screen. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for that. Apple didn't create computers. What they created was culture. Culture, everything convenient, everything linking with each other. Your phone, your computer, your watch, your tablet. Amazon didn't create shopping. They created a revolution in how we shop and live. I want y'all to know who shopped from Amazon today. Let me see it in the chat. Go ahead and be honest. I did. I shopped from Amazon today. As a matter of fact, most times when we want something, instead of going to the store, what do we do? What do we do? We check to see if Amazon has it first to make it convenient so that what? We don't have to leave the house. So imagine, I want you to think about what I'm saying. I'm trying to put you on to something called a blue ocean opportunity. We are the first wave. Type first in the comments. We are the first wave with untapped market, with unlimited potential. We've got a product that gives the biggest impact, with first movers who capture the greatest market share, with maximum opportunity, with a ground floor advantage before competition arises. So I'm going to take this down because here's what I want to do. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why this is so important. You see, in 1983, our CEO's mother, Jay Dollywall's mother, was diagnosed with something called MS. And before I go any further, I'm going to make sure that we have it recorded on this video. We do not claim to cure or mitigate any diseases. All we do is assist with the symptoms. However, after 20 years of his mom dealing with the effects of MS on her life, and the doctors practicing on her for 20 years, he decided to take matters into his own hands. He said, I want my mother to live and not die. But not only did he want her to live, Shannon, he wanted to make sure that his mother lived a quality of life. So what did Mr. J. Dollywall do, Veronica? He invested $25 million of his own money and 15 years of research and development so that you and I would not have to. And here we are now. Now we're 17 years in and $40 million of his own money to offer a world a drug-free solution, because pills mask the problems, while unlike Superpatch, which actually goes to your brain to rewire so that your body is actually not just reacting, but responding, getting healthy, and growing better. The moment that we help you to improve your balance and stability, do you know what happens? You live longer. It is a scientific proof. And if you don't believe me, you can Google it. So now when you put that patch on and you're improving, you put that device on, because I hate to even call it a patch. It's a device. You see, we've got access to a device now that is making people walk. We've got access to a device now that's making people talk. We've got access to a device, and I'm not making a medical claim, but we've got testimony after testimony after testimony that proves that this is the right time, with the right product, with the right CEO, with the right comp plan. We have a device. And what I want to do is, because I'm not a scientist, because I'm not a doctor, right? But I gave you some back history, right? We are located in 33 countries, and we're not even 3 years old yet. If you're listening to this right now, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to drop this in here, and I'm going to drop it at the end again. We've got a big conference coming up February the 6th and the 7th in Las Vegas. Put it on your calendar. Cancel anything else you got. Unless you're at your own funeral, you need to see us in Vegas. Our CEO said to me in Mexico City last week, he said, Nina, I'm announcing something on February the 7th that's going to make the entire industry do like this. Shh. He said they're going to shut their mouth. He said, I'm announcing something on February the 7th that will make the entire industry shut their mouth. And so what I'm going to do is, listen what we're going to do. We're going to play a 5-minute video. This 5-minute video is going to explain to you all about Superpatch. You're going to hear why we've got Nobel Prize winners that have put their efforts into the development of this patch. You're going to hear why and see why doctors are on the advisory board. You're going to hear how the patch works, why the patch works. And this is what we do, y'all. We share video. So stay tuned. Let me grab this video. I told you I'm not as tech savvy as y'all think. I just, kind of fake it sometimes. But we're going to make sure we get this video up here for you all. I got to bring it to the front of my screen to make sure that you can see this amazing 5-minute video. Make sure that you take notes. This is not the time to check out. All right, y'all? All right, we're going to bring this here. Bam, and play.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Superpatch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain, telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Superpatch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Superpatch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Superpatch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Superpatch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the US economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Superpatch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Superpatch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
That's exactly how we feel at the end of this video. We always see something new. It excites us every single time. Let me know if you now get a little bit of an understanding about why or how Super Patch works. Well, I'm going to tell you that even though I watch that video over and over again, I hear the information, but just like I get on an airplane and I don't quite understand how that airplane is able to suspend in the sky with all of that weight on it and all that luggage, I realize that although I am actually putting that device on people, I am seeing the miracles. And there are still times, Dr. Antonio, that I just don't believe. I just don't always believe, right? And so I need you to understand that you may not quite get it all. You're not supposed to quite get it all, right? It's not magic, it's science. But what I do know is when you put that patch on someone, boom, there's a change. When you put multiple patches on someone, you'll see a change. And the thing that we love is that you could wear all the patches together if you want to, because there are no ingredients, no contraindications, no side effects. You're not going to grow an elbow out of your knee because you wear our patches together, right? You don't have to worry, is one patch going to do something to the other patch? No, they are perfectly safe. We could use our devices on an infant or my 96-year-old grandmother, and everyone in between. What I love is that expecting moms can wear our devices, right? And that's important, especially for expecting moms. Once they get to their second trimester, their equilibrium is off a little bit, all right? So don't forget, if you're a guest, as you're logging on, let us know that you're a guest in the comments. Also, we want to make sure that you let us know who invited you. Keep your cameras on because we've got some gifts for you at the end of the call. Gotta stay to the end. So I'm gonna go ahead up to New York. I'm looking for Mr. Jerry Fast Feet. Are you on the line? I don't know if your name is showing or if you, Jerry, I don't quite see you. You're gonna have to raise your hand for me, Jerry, so that I can unmute you because I don't know if you're on iPhone. You must have your camera on for me to be able to bring you to the screen. So Jerry, raise your hand for me so that I can see your face and I'll bring you up to the screen. There you go, superstar. All right. Oh, you on here as Fast Feet. I should have known. Hold on. I should have known it was going to say Fast Feet. Hold on one second, Jerry. It's going so fast because people are coming on. Wait a minute. I was going to try to just go ahead and make you a co-host. But it just keeps skipping on me. Hold on. Let me just unmute. All right. There you go. Jerry. Oh my goodness. Let me add you here. All right, let me see if we can hear you.
Hello, hello. You hear me?
We can hear you.
Here we go.
My goodness.
From the Boogie Down Bronx.
You
I'm Jerry
listen.
Fast Feet Fontanez. I'm ready to go. Check this out. Check this out. So I'm a multiple world karate champion, but I was also a member of the Rocksteady crew, me, Crazy Legs, and everybody doing that thing. And the challenge is I'm 59. However, I have a fiance who's 29, and her story is this. She's an epileptic. So she gets these seizures. And it's really been challenging. I've gone as far as over at the Fig Tree with Dr. Sabi's wife to get her on some stuff, but I couldn't afford to do it monthly. It was just too much. It worked, but it took too long, and it was too expensive. So she's on 3 patches, and for 20 days, 0 seizures, and that was crazy. That's the good part. The sad part is this, and I want you guys to understand this, because we ran out of patches. Mine was stolen on a delivery in the Bronx. Imagine that. They left it downstairs in the lobby. Whole other story. But because of that, she ended up getting on me as soon as the patches stopped. So they only work if you put them on. Doesn't matter what it is. So that's her story. That's my little bit. And right now, believe it or not, the medicine I have her on doesn't have her as the same person with the patches. Her mind was completely clear. Remember that, miss? Anyway, so you can wave for that. All right, thank you. So on my note, I'm still fighting people. I'm still competing against people 20, 30 years younger than me. And because of that, I need my Liberty patch. I need my victory patch, and I haven't gotten boost yet. Can you imagine when I get the boost? That being the case, it worked for me as an athlete. And I am, you need me to say something else.
No, we can't imagine when you get the boost because you're already very high energy. All right, so they want you to repeat the patches that Little Bits was using. I know it's Liberty.
Okay. Yeah, so the 3 that I have on, and from our experience, we are experimenting here. I understand that between Liberty and Victory, sometimes you can switch them.
Yes, you can.
So I have on Peace, Focus, and Liberty most of the time. But my Liberty finished sooner. So I said, let me try a Victory instead. And it was still successful. Now, let me say this much. The reason why we didn't have enough patches, besides the fact that they stole it, and I'll have it by Wednesday, was because I needed some peace. And I needed some focus myself. So I took about 4 of her patches. In the interim, we didn't get the order. Now, again, Liberty, Peace, and Focus. Those 3 were enough. Immediately when they finished, it didn't happen immediately. There was 2 days where she was on no patches and still did not have any seizures, and that's called impossible. In addition to that, she was able to fight off 2 seizures in front of me where she starts making the mouth, which is a trigger, and she was I said, honey, breathe. And she was able to breathe and fight them off, which that is called impossible. Now, if I add time, there was a total of 10 days before that she didn't catch a seizure. But because my brother, Willie Morrison, was signing up in 4 days, 15 people, and she was pressured because we had 15 minutes for deadline on October 31st, she caught a seizure on the spot until I finished it for her. So that was the stress from that. So the entire story was in 30 days, she caught 2 seizures that didn't total 5 minutes, fought off 2 seizures, which is completely impossible. And that's the truth.
That's incredible. Phenomenal. That's incredible. So what you're going to notice, and you'll hear more about this when Dr. Bramwell gets on the line, is what you will notice is that as she's wearing the patches or devices, we hate calling them patches, and we're not going to lower the value of what we have. But as she continues to wear her devices, as you said, she was able to go 2 days, right? You'll see that the time frames in between will begin to get longer and longer and longer. So Little Bits, we're going to keep praying for you. And we're excited that your patches will be to you by Wednesday so that you'll feel okay through the holidays. Thank you so much. You want to say, go ahead.
Just so you know, Little Bit has as much energy as I do, but not when she's on the medicine. She sleeps about 14 hours on these dreaded medicines, and that's only taking 1 dosage and not 2 a day. So she slept her life away, and it didn't guarantee she didn't catch seizures either, because that's 8 stitches we have here while she was on the medicines just a few months ago. So this is life-changing for me. I'll be able to have less stress. I'm about 2 months pregnant myself. The weight that I'm attaining because of the fact, because I'm so nervous that when she goes out, I don't know what's going to happen. Right. So anyway, that's the truth, and that's the deal.
Thank you so much for your testimony. Thank you for your willingness to share. All right, we'll be watching the story. Thank you so much. All right, so now you all, I get to go and bring up a testimony that I heard was just absolutely incredible last night when we were on a call launching Jerry Fast Feet and Willie Morris's team. I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman, Dr. Antonio Arnold. Would you go ahead and unmute yourself? Please, Dr. Antonio, tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and please tell them what happened for you with Superpatch.
Certainly. Thank you so much for the introduction. I really appreciate this opportunity. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reverend Dr. Antonio Arnold. I'm hail from Chester, Virginia. I'm a disabled veteran, served 22 years in the military plus 3.5 years in law enforcement. And what's got me started is a long journey. The journey started when I was on active duty. From the time I put on the uniform, we did a lot of marching. We did a lot of jumping. I used to jump out of aircraft. I used to do combat engineers and infantry. I did a lot of stuff. I'm also a pastor as well. But I've done a lot of stuff in my 22 years of service, where back in 2003, when I was on active duty down at Shepherd Air Force Base, which leads to I have served in the Air Force too, I noticed I started having a problem with my lower back. And I thought it was just something because I used to rock, I used to lift equipment, and it's just minor stuff. But over time, and even until the time I finally discharged after 22 years, my back had got significantly worse. I even had to go to the VA hospital quite a bit. I had to go through a number of procedures. And worst of all, I had 2 back surgeries, a fusion of my lower back. I'm not trying to say too much, but I had 2 back surgeries within 10 years apart. Just completed it about 6 weeks ago, and back in October. I had 2 neck surgery. One was the first week, then emergency surgery in my neck week after that. They had to go back in my neck and fix it, put some screws, fix the screws, make sure everything's straight, and make sure I can breathe. I went through a lot, and I'm here to tell you guys, I go through a lot of pain. I mean, I'm not saying all of the stuff I got through, but every joint of my body talks to me.
Wow.
Every knee pain, every back pain, every neck pain talks to me. I get very little sleep at night due to my pain and my anxiety. But a friend of mine named Willie Morris introduced the Superpatch to me. And at first, I wasn't really interested because I'm taking all these medications. I'm going through all these medical appointments. I don't have time to think about anything else. I'm just not interested. So he contacted me and said, "Look, man, you need to really look at this thing." So my wife and I looked at each other and said, "Okay, we'll give it a try." And I talked to my brother, my fast brother over there, who was also chatting with me, and I decided to go ahead and come on board through my wife. And the patch arrived Sunday. But before that Thursday, my sciatic nerve went off. I couldn't walk. And that thing happens every now and then where I can't walk. I cannot stand up. I can't even hardly get out of bed without help. It's very difficult when you're in extreme pain and your nerves and your spinal cord is really going bad because of the damage that I have done through my military career. But to make a long story short, when that package after church service, we did it online because I couldn't go to church. After church service was over, the live stream, my package arrived. 3 days. We ordered Thursday, and it arrived that Sunday, which is a miracle in itself. So I said, "Okay, honey, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make sure this thing works good because we're going to record it." So I said, "Get my phone, put the stand together, turn the light on. We're going to show the whole world this thing really work or not. And if it don't work, that's fine. Thank you very much. But if it do work, I'm going to be your biggest disciple or the biggest speaker of this patch." So my wife there, okay, I had to struggle. And those of you ever seen my video, grabbing my walker, it's the hardest thing to do. Getting from a chair, from a couch, which is behind me, to standing up was very difficult for me. It's very hard. If you understand sciatic nerve pain, it's the worst pain you can ever experience.
Yes.
So it was a struggle for me just to stand up just for a few minutes. Just getting up there was an act of Congress. But once I stood up and I said, "Okay, honey, let's go ahead and do this, please." So she hooked me up. She said, "Okay, So as I was talking, and I was going through agony and screaming in pain, she gave me a first. What's the first one? She gave me the first one. The first one was the Liberty.
Liberty. Mm-hmm.
She gave me the Liberty, and then you know what else she gave me, hon? She gave me the Freedom,
Mm-hmm.
and then she gave me the Victory. Okay, I can't even count to 20 to show you how fast this thing. And I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak for myself. And according to my wife, and she confirmed it, it happens in seconds. Now, think about this now. I'm very critical. And you got to show me. And I'm a little emotional just thinking about it.
Yes.
Because the moment after the patch we were on, I felt something wonderful. I felt something's going on here. And I looked up. No, it can't be. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up.
Come on, Pastor.
I had to stand up. So I had to stand up, right? And back up a little bit. Because I want you to see, this man right here was living off this.
Wow.
Every day. And in my walker. And I'm going to tell you, VA don't give you no walker for nothing, or a cane, or a stair glide, or an elevator in your house, just so you can get her just for nothing. And I got a scooter on the way, and that was right before I got the patch, because I can't be mobile. Now I'm mobile. I just finished walking a mile just about a couple of hours ago, and I was just, for the first time in a long time, I was able to blow my the leaves in my front yard.
Yes.
I felt great. I was able to stand up. I backed up away from my walker, raised my right arm, raised my left arm. I'll tell you, I got a frozen shoulder right here too. And I couldn't move. For the first time, I can raise my hand.
Look at it.
The knot is still there. The damage is still there. But guess what? I can move it, and I'm not screaming. I'm here to tell you guys, I can put my hand behind my back, hand behind my head. Couldn't do none of that. For over 20 years, I couldn't do none of that stuff. That's how big my pain is. I'm going to sit down now. But I feel great to sit down. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm telling you, this patch is a game changer. Like I told Willie, it works. I'm going to promote it everywhere on all my social media, tell all my friends, tell everybody. Because I'm telling you, anybody who sees this and try it and don't take advantage of it, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
I'll pray for you. But I'm telling you something, this is close. I tell you, Jesus Christ can lay his hands on me and say, you're good, that I will be shouting. But this is close enough. I'm shouting right now because I can move. I can move.
Wow.
So I just thank God for the super patch. I thank God for Willie sharing this with me. I thank God for Nina, who gave me an opportunity to speak in this forum, and my wife for being such a supporter for me, who's behind me. So thank you so much. I hope I hadn't shared too much too fast. But
fantastic.
I just wanted to share my story. It's a little kind of emotional though.
Yeah. Pastor, you're more energetic. You were energetic last night. But what I'm seeing today, and Fast Feed will validate this with me, you can see that another day has gone by and you're stronger. You're even stronger than you were yesterday.
Oh, I'm getting stronger and stronger by the day.
Right. Because standing up, you told us yesterday you weren't in your cane. No, it's very emotional. It's emotional knowing that Willie could have gave up on you when you told him no the first time.
Yes, that's true.
I hope everybody's hearing your full. See, I heard it all. I heard you say he contacted me. I didn't want no parts. He contacted me again. And I said, okay, if he's calling me again, I might as well just try it. I mean, I tried everything else, right? And so not only you got your dignity back, Pastor, you not just your quality of life, but your dignity. And that's what I'm looking at. And we've got a lot of men that just burst into tears after they're able to just take one step without their walker, without their cane. That dignity comes back. Janet Reese's father is able, he's also, going to the VA, and he's able to walk on his own, go to the bathroom on his own, get himself out the bed on his own. This is bigger than a comp plan. This is bigger than a patch. This is big. You're helping people to feel like a human being again. again. And so, Pastor, thank you so much. I know it's 2 nights in a
Oh,
row.
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you so much for getting on.
You can't put a price on this.
Can't put a price on it. Can't put a price on it. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Look, I can't. Whoo-wee. I know, right? Just hold back all the tears. Imagine that was your dad. Imagine if that was your uncle, your husband, your father, your cousin, your brother, your significant other. Imagine if that was somebody you cared about. You can't put a price on now 20 years he couldn't do those things, and now he's able to lift his hands, walk without the walker, walk with. He said for the first time he was able to go on a 1 mile walk with his wife. So their marriage, their union is gonna be strong again. Like, not that there was anything wrong. I just need you to understand, when your significant other is always having to be your caretaker, marriage takes a different toll. It takes a different toll. So for all y'all married people, you know what I'm talking about. And it's not that you don't love your spouse, but it takes a different toll. And now the stress and the pressure of being a spouse and a caregiver, This is when we needed the B3 Hammond organ right here to go ahead and give us to tune us up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Apopka, Florida. And I'm going to bring to the line my very, very, very good friend, Dr. Nicole Bramwell. I believe that I thought I made her a co-host, but I think she must have gotten knocked off and came back on. Give me 1 second to find her again. Here we go. And I'm going to make you a co-host again. Dr. Bramwell, if you would unmute yourself.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes.
How
Can you hear me?
are you? I
Oh,
can't.
well.
Dr.
Oh my
Bramwell.
God.
I mean,
I don't even like coming after the testimonials. I don't like it at all.
oh
That
my
is
goodness.
amazing.
I heard this testimony last night. We were doing a call for their team, as their team is launching. And as I was listening to him talk, I said, oh my goodness. I messaged Jerry so fast, like, get Pastor on the call tomorrow. Everybody needs to hear his testimony. And now over 340 people, Pastor, are able to share your story. And, and for Jerry Fast Feet, your little bits of story about how no seizures for over 20 days. That's pretty significant. So Dr. Bramwell, you've got the floor. You can go ahead and, say what you need to, and go over the products for us as well. And then I'll be back up.
Okay. All right. So hello, everyone. I just get so excited. This is amazing. These devices are amazing. And you must believe that if I am here and 10,000 doctors are here at Superpatch, that this is something bigger than big, huger than huge. I don't even know. You have to touch this, because even if you don't have an issue, we are doing preventative care for ourselves. And these patches help us with that too, because they help us to be our best. And so I'm going to start and go across from the left to the right on the patches. And then I'm going to tell you why you should wear the patches together, why you should be combining them all the time, right? So the Freedom, which is in the right, red and white, that is for pain and inflammation. So don't get stuck on the pain. The pain is very, very important, but remember, inflammation is associated with many conditions. And so you need to really keep your hands on that patch. And you heard the testimonial. I mean, sciatica pain is one of the hardest pains actually to treat and to take care of. So that Reverend Doctor got that relief immediately is amazing. And then we've got
Dr. Bramwell, you're breaking up really
which
bad.
helps us with agility, performance, with helping people with neuropathy, the neural.
Okay, we could hear you now.
Am I better now?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry about that. So the neural pathways are integrated with the Victory, so that helps with neuropathy. Liberty helps with balance and stability, more longevity. You live longer when you have better balance and stability. And it takes care of all the systems that are under controlled with the autonomic nervous system, which is your involuntary nervous system. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And so that's every body system. So Liberty is the foundational patch. You need to have that patch on every day. And then we've got Ignite, which can help you burn up to 500 calories at rest because it's going to raise your basal metabolic rate. So it's going to make your metabolism basically higher even when you're staying still. All right. So you can use it when you're asleep. Joy, that is for your mood, to raise your mood, whether you have sadness, whether you may have bouts of depression. And we usually combine that with peace. And peace gets combined with a lot of the patches because it is going to quiet that synchronous firing of your nerves that happens for all of us. That your body is sensing stress on the inside. And then we go to this lower row with the Lumi patches for the skin. It helps with radiance and different things like redness and flakiness of the skin, not conditions. All right, so I'm not going to say diagnoses, but I do want you to know that your skin is your biggest protection. It's your biggest organ. It takes up 15% of your body. So you actually need to keep your skin in good integrity so that you don't get infections, so that you are protected from different things. And so your skin is important. So don't go to sleep on that Lumi patch, okay? And we want to use that definitely if you have any of those redness and what have you, you want to use that with the Freedom patch, with the inflammation to take care of that, okay? And then, and the Defend patch, oh my goodness, my allergies, I do not have to take my Zyrtec every day, okay? So Defend, which is in the blue and gold, there it's for your immune system, it's for blood flow as well. So those of you that have poor circulation, you need to use the Defend patch, as well as if you have allergies that can help you. And guess what? If you can make your allergies better, you can actually help your asthma as well. So if you have asthma, if you have bouts of wheezing and what have you, when you control allergies, asthma actually improves. All right. And then the Focus patch. Who doesn't need more focus? That's the purple and gold. Focus and also helps with memory. Okay. So if you have people that are having some issues with memory, definitely have them use the Focus patch. And also you want to do Liberty patch with that as well. A Rocket patch is for sexual health. For men, yes, and there are different periods of time that you need to wear them at different ages. But women that have are in menopause, perimenopause, you're having some issues with that. The Rocket patch is actually paired with different things like the Ignite patch and also the Peace patch. So this can be used by women as well. And then the Kick It patch, it helps with habits. So not just everybody, when you think about bad habits, everybody goes to smoking and drinking. Well, guess what? We have a lot of other bad habits like procrastination, like sugar cravings, like negative thoughts, things that are stopping you from doing what you need to. Kick It is going to help you rewire your brain to be your best self, okay? And then we've got the REM patch. How many studies do we have about the REM patch improving people's sleep? And sleep affects every single aspect of your life, your energy, your productivity, your mood. So getting good sleep is important. So the REM patch is for that. And that's the only one that we wear like for 12 hours. The others are for 24 hours each or until it comes off. And the Boost patch, clean energy here. You can get off of those monster drinks. Stop drinking those things. It's gonna make your heart give out. Stop drinking those things with all that caffeine in it. The Boost is amazing and gives you clean, nice energy. I'm actually using it today. I'm actually on the road driving again. And so the Boost patch is hanging in there for me today also. But let me tell you, put these patches together, wear as many as you need because it helps your brain actually integrate all the information all at one time to all the aspects that affect your pain, whether it be psychological, emotional, how long you've had the pain, how you cope with pain. It's going to help you integrate that when you maximize the effect with your Liberty device or your Victory device. Okay, you want to put them together and give it a chance. You've been taking that. Go ahead and give the patches a chance. Give your devices a chance to change the patterns that you've been running for decades in your brain. Now you're going to change to better patterns, rewiring what's happening in your brain, and it's going to be so much more sustainable. Like Little Bit, that's how come she was able to go 2 days without the patches, because the rewiring has already started for her and she was able to ride that out a little bit. So I'm so glad she's going to get those patches again tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. I hate coming after the testimonies. I'm telling you, because that's what really tells the story. That's what tells our heart about going out and patching people and sharing and caring, because it's changing people's lives, recovering their independence, their freedom from pain, and also their dignity back so that they can do what they need to do for themselves and live their best life.
Wow, Dr. Bramwell, this is so, you shared something with us yesterday. Well, not yesterday, maybe it was the day before when we were in Dallas. And you talked about how people have to take multiple medications multiple times a day. And most times, because they don't take all of their dosages, that they don't even get the quality of what they're supposed to get from the medicines that they're prescribed to them anyway, because the more they have to take and the more times they have to take them per day, the percentages drop of the effectiveness of the medicines because people just aren't taking them the way that they should. So we appreciate you working through trying to give us this, trying to be on this part of the presentation, even though you're traveling. We want to thank you for coming on, and have a safe trip wherever you're traveling to now. I'm sure it's going to spread the word. It's not just about the holiday. I'm sure you're going to spread the word.
Absolutely.
About Superpatch and what it's doing. Be safe while you're on the road. Thank you so much. So you heard we have 13 different patches and some more coming. I'll give you an idea of some of what's coming, like like something for our sugar, like something for our pressure, right? Not that we are going to cure those things. We don't cure anything. We do help with the symptoms. Gut health is coming. Stem cell is coming. We've got vaccine injury, and all those things are coming. But guess what? If we didn't have another patch, we have enough already to literally change the lives of everyone that you know, because we have a patch to help with 85% of what everyone goes to the doctor's office for. I'm going to say that one more time. We have enough patches right now to help with 85% of the things that people go to the doctor's office for. And so now we want to invite you to become a part of our mission. And what is our mission? Our mission is to patch 1 million people. I want to invite you to be a part of our mission. Our mission is that we patch, we post, we share, we care. We want to invite you to be a part of our mission to peel, to patch, and to prosper. We want to invite you to be a part of something right now that is so ground floor that you could literally leave a legacy generational wealth to your family because of what we have right now here with Super Patch. So there's a few ways that you can go ahead and get started with us. One of the ways is that you can make sure that you just become a customer of the person who invited you here tonight. You're going to make sure that you get back to the person who invited you here tonight. And you're going to say, you know what? I don't know if I'm ready to join yet, but I'm certainly wanting to support you. And I certainly want to try the patches, or if you want me to call them devices, right? Because we don't even like to use the word patches anymore. Just like Dr. Antonio Arnold said tonight, he said, you know what? I'll go ahead and try the patches. And what happened? Immediately his life changed. So you can be a customer and you can get 25% off your first order. That is a huge, significant savings, but you must use our special promo code, and that is the word SAVE, SAVE, save. All right. So you're going to make sure that you get the link of the person who invited you here. You're going to go to their website, and we totally suggest that you need more than one patch. You can get back to the person who invited you here and let them suggest patches for you. If you're new, you definitely need Liberty. Everyone needs Liberty. That is our baseline patch. And then what we do is we layer patches on top of Liberty. All right. Liberty is your baseline patch. Everybody needs Liberty because Liberty puts your body in total homeostasis, in total balance. All right. That's our baseline. It's our foundational patch. And then you don't wear them on top of each other. No, you need to make sure that you put your devices on your clean skin where there is no hair, where there is no oil, where there is no lotion. You can wear these patches for 24 hours or until they fall off. You heard what I said, okay? Wear them for 24 hours or until they fall off. The only patch that you're going to take off is the rim patch, like you heard Dr. Bramwell say, because you want to make sure that you're not sleepy during the day. No oil, no hair, no lotion. All right. So we want to make sure you put the patches, put the devices either like if you have a lot of hair, put them close to your ankle. But everyone else, where should you wear your devices? You should wear them wherever your pain is or wherever your issue is. If it's lower back, put them there. If it's in your arms, put them there. If it's in your legs, put them there. Right? If it's in your hips, put them there. It doesn't matter where you put them, but we definitely want you to make sure you place them where your issues are. Also, you can wear multiple patches of the same kind. Maybe you need a freedom on your left and a freedom on your right. All right. Wear them if you need them. Just wear them. You may not have to double up all the time, but until you get it under control, wear what you need. So the first way was to become a customer. Second, you can become a brand ambassador. Now, there's two ways that you can be a brand ambassador. Some people are saying, well, I don't want to build a team. You don't have to build a team. You can send people to your website. You're going to get a link. The moment that you partner with us, you must create your URL while you're checking out. All right. When you go to the website, there's going to be a little box for you to create a clever name for your business. All you need is a name. No symbols, no spaces, just a name. And then automatically when you finish your enrollment, you're going to have whatever that name is, .superpatch.com. All right. Whatever name you create, .superpatch.com. Please create a password that you will remember. I'm going to say that one more time. That we shouldn't have to say that, but please write it down. Create a password that you can remember. It needs to include a capital letter, lowercase letters, a number, and a symbol. It must be at least 8 characters long. Write it down so that you don't have to wonder, well, what is my password? Because we don't know, because you created it. All right. Now, there's another way that you can be a brand ambassador, and you can say, you know what? Nope, I want it all. I want it all. So what you do is when you partner with us, you want to pick a pack. I'm going to start at the highest pack that we've got, and then I'm going to come down. And don't forget, we're about to give away some prizes, so don't get off just yet. All right. Our top pack is our $19.99 pack. And no, I'm not talking about $19.99. $19.99, you're going to get 62 packs of patches. Then we've got our favorite pack, which is our Flex 40 pack. It is 40 packs of patches. It's $12.99, but it's our only customizable pack that we have, meaning you can choose 40 packs of devices that you desire, any 40 that you desire. But for you that don't know what to get, we already have a cheat sheet made for you, right? 40 packs with the Flex 40. It is customizable. Then we've got our $9.99 pack. We like that pack. You're gonna get 28 packs of patches. Then we've got, and it is a variety pack as well. So you got $19.99. It's a variety pack. $12.99 is customizable. $9.99 is also a variety pack. We've got our $6.50 pack. It is also a variety pack. All right, you get 18 packs of patches. It is a $6.50 pack. Then we've got our $5.49 pack. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get the $5.49 pack and the $2.61 pack, it is only going to give you liberty and freedom. Yes, each pack is going to have tax and shipping. All of our Super Patch are made in the United States and shipped from within the United States for the United States. If you are in other countries like Canada, Canada's product is shipped in Canada. The UK's product is shipped from the UK warehouse. Mexico's product is shipped from Mexico. All right, you guys, They're not waiting for it to come from the United States. All right. So our devices have medical grade adhesive, and they are so nice and discreet now. They are now even 40% smaller. So listen, $19.99, $12.99, $9.99, $6.50. We also have for a limited time only. Now listen, for a limited time only, we have a $5.75 Flex 15 pack that is also customizable. I don't know how long that's going to be there. So I'm telling you to run, run, run. Now, there are some benefits to having the $12.99 pack. Right now, there are tons of bonuses with the $12.99 pack. So if you enroll 3 people with a $12.99 pack, you can earn an additional $500 bonus. If you enroll 5 people with a $12.99 pack, and you only got until Friday, all right, 5 people with a $12.99 pack, that's going to give you an additional $1,000 bonus. If you enroll 15 people with a $12.99 pack, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That is going to pay out a $15,000 bonus. A $15,000 bonus. So basically, if you do that, you're already going to be above. You're going to be above a director, because that's about $20,000 in volume, but you're going to earn almost $20,000 as well. Right? Almost $20,000. Now, I want you to know, we get paid weekly on Fridays from our customers going to our website. We get paid once a month around the 20th of the month. This month, it came super early. It came on like the 17th. All right. But we get paid around the 20th of the month, our residual and our bonuses. However, the $15,000 bonus will not be paid out until December 31st, as the company does have to protect itself to make sure that people aren't returning those $12.99 packs. All right. So if someone won the $12.99, the bonuses last month, because this is the second month that promo has run, they will not get paid out their $15K until November 30th. All right. Same thing with next month. If you hit it, it will not come in your regular pay on the 20th, or probably a few days early, knowing our CEO, right? It will come the last day of the month, because they want to make sure no one returns those $12.99 packs. Everybody got that? The company has to protect itself. So I pray that I've given you enough information tonight to go ahead and make an educated decision. All right? An educated decision. Do you have to build to be successful? Well, no, I just explained that you don't have to build. You could actually make a lot of money sending customers to your website and or retailing your product that you have in hand. All right? So one more thing, and I think I said Vegas. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring up Dr. Tamara Dunn, and we're going to bring up Ms. Tedra Gordon, because I believe you ladies are, where did Tedra go? There she is. We're going to bring Tedra Gordon up, because I know you ladies are picking some winners tonight. We got some winners that you're going to pick tonight. Look at Lady Jaquita Jackson. She just smiling. I hope y'all picked her. Look, she just smiling. She been on here since like 7:35 too, right? She got on here so early. All right, ladies, we got some drum roll. Chris, do we have some drum rolls? We got a drum roll coming up, Chris.